So we know each other for many years. I guess
Yeah,
since the first year of the Transmith agency.
yeah,
Yeah, and back in 2001, probably, yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
So you have a huge experience of work in creative fields such as writing, translation, publishing, photography.
yeah.
So maybe you can tell us a couple of words about yourself.
I'm half French, half English because my dad's English and my mother's French.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in England actually, to Italy and then Germany, back to Italy, and then I arrived in France when I was 12.
Okay.
So that's how I get to know four languages. Like I have four mother tongues. So it was obvious for me to go into translation.
So,
So
did you start it as a translator, like just, by yourself, or
yes,
you? Yeah, you worked as a translator for a while. Yeah.
yes. Yeah. I was a translator in the publishing industry.
Mm-hmm.
So I translated from English and Italian to French. So it was children books, cooking books, all kinds of books actually. And that's when I made all the mistakes a translator can make.
Okay.
And when I had too much work actually, because I was good at finding clients apparently, I started to give books to translate to other people, and I wanted to create an agency, but they wouldn't want that. They want to have the translator directly. I created an agency and went into technical translation and stopped translating myself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I earned 10 times as much and worked half the time.
But then you moved to India.
Yes,
Yeah.
after 5 years, it was
Mm.
going along really well, and I moved to India. Uh, my company stayed in France. I don't have almost a battery anymore. Um,
Okay.
so my employee was in France dealing with the projects, and I was doing all the back work, the marketing, and everything from India, where I was doing some NGO work after tsunami. I moved in
Okay.
July 2006, and I
Mm-hmm.
sold the company in February 2007 to an English company. So after that, I was the editor of a French guy, a French author in India, and I developed his books, translated them into English, and had them uh, commercialized in
Mm-hmm.
India.
Mm-hmm.
A
Oh,
French writer. I was his publisher.
yeah. I remember it. I've got his book. I guess.
Yeah,
I received a copy.
yeah, The
Uh,
Shine.
so and
And then I opened a new translation agency.
managing a company from India, it was a challenge.
Well, yes, because my employee thought it was her company. And when I wanted to sell it, she tried to steal the clients from me, saying that she
Oh
was
wow.
doing all the job. She didn't realize all the marketing was really the job. So I had to fire her, unfortunately. And so it was very complicated.
I guess it's a very common case in our industry, and maybe not only our industry.
Yeah. And she opened a company, her own, but
Uh,
she made the
mhm.
mistake of opening it before she left me. So I won.
You mentioned earlier in our conversation on LinkedIn that you have a story to tell
Yeah.
from your early years, I guess. Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
I,
That
I, I
was,
think this is the right time to do it, to tell this
yeah,
story.
okay. Well, it was at the beginning when I was promoting myself and trying to start as a translator. I used to send letters to the publishing companies explaining my story simply. So I had some people call me or not. And one day I thought, what am I going to do to wake them up? So I just took my visiting cards and I wrote with a pen, call me. And I had a ton of publishers call me back because I realized they thought they knew me, but they had forgotten who I was. I had a lot of work after that.
So what? It's a very interesting experience. You just wanted to stand out, and you actually managed to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just woke them up like, call me. Like, how come you haven't called me yet? And it worked. It was funny.
Yeah. May I ask you?
Yeah.
Do you have an advice
Uh,
to yeah to
what?
people that only start working in translation industry, translators, students?
My first advice is do not ever translate to a language that is not your mother tongue. The other thing is don't say you do everything. Say you have a specialty. So it makes you special. So
Mm-hmm.
start with that and then build something up. Third, third thing, really important, outflow as much as you can. Send emails, text, anything. Because the more you send things out, the more will come inside. The more will come
Oh,
back.
okay.
And
Thank you. Thank you.
there is a lot of work for everyone, so don't worry.